so we're here out on the course at Moor Allerton. We're on the 12th tee, and Scott thought it was probably about time that we had a little, a little battle, a little match between the two of us, just to see how much he can beat me by. But just to go back a step, I played golf here at the weekend. Played pretty well actually. I shot a gross 91, which is sort of 20 over gross, and I was quite happy with that considering the conditions. It was quite windy, wet. Greens were some not in the best of condition, but you'd expect that in the winter, and I think you'd expect to maybe shoot a couple over your handicap. Just looking at where I went wrong, there was one tee shot. It was on the 8th hole. It's quite a long par 5, as you know, and then I hit it out of bounds to the right, and I was really frustrated with myself for that. But I managed to recover and make a 7, so it wasn't too bad. And then I came here on the 12th, and I hit like a really nice drive, made a par. And I thought to myself, well, what did I do differently on that hole and this hole? And I thought back and I thought, well, when I get onto the 8th, I know it's a really long, difficult par 5, and I was thinking to myself, you've got to absolutely smash your drive away to have a chance. And ultimately, I've ended up hitting it out of bounds. And on this hole, my thought process was, this is just a nice, gentle tee shot. I haven't got to absolutely leather it. I've just got to, just sort of like get it down there. And I did that, and I hit the best drive of the day, and it went miles. And so why do you think that happens, Scott?
It happens a lot with club golfers. They almost get like a hole in the head that they struggle with, and especially if they say you're putting in your head it's a long hole, rhythm might go. Whereas on this hole, you kind of like you've set your target that it's not your hardest drive, so you put a good swing on it. Yeah,
and what's the best way then to sort of transfer what I've been able to do on this hole onto every other tee shot on the round?
I think mentally pick out your favourite hole, the one that you're kind of most confident on, the one that you've hit a lot of good drives, and almost substitute it on the hole that you find that's your toughest or your nemesis kind of thing.
So we're going to crack on and have a little bit of a match, teeing off here from the 12th. I've put a little bit of pressure on myself now, saying that this is a good hole for me, so we'll have to see how it goes. So this is Scott on the tee. Looks like he's up for a little hybrid there. Oh, little 5-wood. Nice smooth swing. Oh, that's what you call a members bounce. That's not a members bounce. That's a pro's bounce. Pretty happy with that. Scott's just taking a little 9-iron here.
Big 9-iron.
Oh, he says a big 9-iron, even though there's quite a bit of wind behind. Wonder if he's just going to try and cut this one in. Nice shot.
Yeah, not bad.
Middle of the green. Got to be happy with that. Yeah, I've hit it a bit fat. It's just trickled up and come up short of the green, so not really what I was looking for, but still in the hole. I've gone from a 54-degree wedge, and I'm just going to land it probably just short of halfway to the hole. Let it feed down. Could have gone for a pitching wedge here, but this is what I feel happy with. Pretty pleased with that. Putt for par. Okay, so this is Scott's birdie putt. Put a bit of pressure on him by being fairly close, but if he holds this, I could be in trouble. Not bad. Okay, let's see if I can get this in from my 4. It's uphill. I don't think it's doing a great deal. Just didn't hit it really. It's a 5 for me. Got for his part. No trouble. That's halved. Okay, we've moved over onto the par 5 14th. 482 yards, bit of water, ditch to the left, and then there's water in front of the green. So it's quite a tough hole. Probably the toughest hole on this 9. Scott's got his driver out, so he means business. Lovely shape. Not too bad. Right, so Scott's had another member's bounce. He's just kicked off the right there, and he's in a sort of position here, Scott. Where I'm guessing you're sort of contemplating taking on the green. Are you in two minds?
I'm going to have a go for this. New wood's out this week, so I'm going to give the 5 wood a go. Yeah, I've got about 210, 215 to carry.
210 over water.
Yeah.
It's a nice strike. Has it got the legs?
Ooh, I saw a bounce.
My 3rd shot, so I've gone for the pitching wedge. Hopefully this will be the right club.
Dry.
Alright,
it's dry.
I just tugged it. Okay, so we think Scott's hit the bank and gone into the water because we couldn't find his ball. So I guess, Scott, that's risk and reward for you.
That's the game, risk and reward.
I mean, if you could have gone back, would you have played the shot? You'd play the same shot again?
I got it about 80%, but I thought I'd have a go for it. I'm just going to hold this wedge now.
Pretty good, that. Okay, since my 3rd's ended up, obviously I wanted to be on the green, but if I can get this close, I could win the hole. So I'm looking to land this on the fringe, somewhere near the fringe to the left-hand side.
Very good. Yeah, lovely shot.
Yep, happy with that.
Happy with that?
Yep, like that. Yeah, this is Scott putting for his 5. He needs it. See where I am. Oh! Just didn't want to know, did it? Okay, so I've got 2 putts for the win. Get in the hole.
Ooh, that was a snake. Remember Doug Sanders missed one like that for the Open?
Yeah.
Very good James, very good.
That's golf, unfortunately. But you know, just thinking of things and what I've learned from my development is what Scott's really sort of helped me with, is the just kind of getting away from fearing these sorts of tee shots, really. Whereas just then I picked 2 pretty decent tee shots, and I'm trying to get those positive thoughts from the tee shots that I know I can hit well. Where usually for me it's just about just trying to play within myself a little bit and not feeling like I've got to absolutely smash it, 280 yards or something like that. And I think if I can continue to do that, getting a good tee shot is massive. Getting a good tee shot away is massive for me, and it proved there. I can make pars and or at worst sort of bogeys with a good tee shot. So
I see progress. There's definitely progress.
Yeah.
I think now we're heading out on the golf course more. You're going to get him more in kind of shot shaping mode and kind of almost leave technique behind, so to speak.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can get there.
There's a bit more variation now in your shots, and your thinking way around the golf course is better.
Yeah. No, like I say, I'm happy with the way things are going. And just another thing to say, we've been out on 2 of the nicest holes here at Moor Allerton on the 12th and the 14th, and the grass you can see the grass starting to grow a little bit as well. There's a bit of green coming on the greens as well. So despite this bitterly cold wind, guys, the golf season is coming. I mean, we said that about 3 weeks ago, but we are getting there. So yeah, hopefully we can see more people out on the course, and we'll do the same.